In this example, we're going to balance a chemical equation that includes polyatomic ions. The polyatomic ion that you see here is denoted by including the parentheses, and the subscript on the outside of the parentheses tells us that there's two of these groups. So we'll start just like we did before by counting the number of each atom. If we look for lead on the left, we have 1. If we look for nitrogen on the left, we have 1 inside the parentheses times 2 is 2. Oxygen is 3 inside the parentheses times 2 is 6. Sodium is 1, and chlorine is 1. Then on the right-hand side, lead is 1. Nitrogen is 1, because there's no parentheses there. Oxygen is 3. Sodium is 1. And chlorine is 2. We didn't need parentheses on the right because there's only one of these groups, and therefore it doesn't need any extra subscripts to denote the number of groups. Next, we want to make it balanced, so let's take a look. The lead is already balanced, the nitrogen is not, the oxygen is not, the sodium is, and the chlorine is not. I'm going to start with the chlorine because it's here at the bottom and multiply it by 2. It's also going to multiply the sodium by 2, which means the sodium on the right needs to be doubled. That also is going to double the nitrogen and the oxygen on the right. And now if we look, the chlorine is balanced, the sodium is balanced, the oxygen is balanced, the nitrogen is balanced, and the lead is balanced. The type of reaction that you see here has a compound plus a compound yields a compound plus a compound. So that would be double replacement, which is where one portion of the compound is replacing one portion of the other compound. In this case, the lead and the sodium are going to trade places. So at the end, you have sodium nitrate and lead chloride.